Hey, happy Monday. Hope you're out. Hope you're getting your healthy movement. I know I am. So here I am making my regular walk. And I was just thinking, do you ever think about being resilient, about being able to pivot when circumstances change? So I know what I typically eat day to day, and I like leaving my lean and green meal for dinner because it just feels nice after I'm done with work being able to have a fresh cooked meal. And which, by the way, tonight was buffalo chicken salad. But we sometimes you need to pivot. Sometimes circumstances change. If you're going to be somewhere where you're not going to have healthy dinner options, think about it early. Make your plans. Know ahead. This way you can do a healthy breakfast or a healthy lunch instead, depending on where you're going to be. And this way you stay on plan. It's a little bit different because you go a little longer between lean and greens than if the next day you do it for dinner after you did breakfast. But that's what I did when we went to the Celtic Festival. And I have a couple of events coming up that are going to get me out of the house, and things that I will plan for ahead of time so that I eat the right meal and I get a good healthy lean and green, just to make sure. So it's really not that hard staying on track as long as you have the ability to pivot, that you've built the healthy habits to know what a lean and green is, that you know what sauces to avoid, what foods to avoid. And I say that lightly because with Optavia you can eat pretty much any protein you want. You just get different amounts depending on what kind of protein it is. So the other night we made pizza in a crock pot. It's no crust. You take the cauliflower cut up really small, and you take your protein, which in this case we used venison, and you take your mushrooms and your tomato sauce and some garlic and some basil and some oregano. You basically put all of that in a crock pot for 4 hours, and then after 4 hours you add in the cheese. Oh, and pepperonis, the turkey pepperonis cut up into quarters. And it just comes out a yummy, ooey gooey mess. But it was delicious, and it was a great way to use venison meat. It was my first time eating venison, so I was trying to mask the flavor as much as possible so that I would like it. But it is a very lean, very good for you meat. So I don't know. Don't ask me how pivot turned into dinner. But anyway, think about it, plan ahead, and like always, get your healthy motion in. Love you guys. Blessings.